It's funny because I've been working away on a lot of different content and really been feeling inspired as of late. And if you're a content creator of any kind, you do know that it kind of comes and goes. There may be a period where you're really, really in that zone and in that creative flow, get a lot of content done, whether it's videos or vlogs or painting or photography, anything that's content creation related. And then there are other times you just feel stagnant and you're not inspired, or you just don't have enough time to contribute to that aspect of your life. And it can be really frustrating. You hit that obstacle, you hit that wall, and you even start telling yourself, I can't do this anymore. I can't think of a new idea. I can't do this because I don't have enough time. And when you get stuck in that I can't mentality, it's really hard to get out of it. And I was reminded of this by a YouTube content creator that I follow. His name is Justin Rhodes, and he and his wife and kids are into homesteading, gardening, the whole way of life, which I'm fascinated with. And hopefully, my boyfriend and I can do that eventually as time goes on. However, I do watch his videos religiously, and he had a video which really addressed this mindset that we all get into. And let's face it, we're all human, so it happens to the best of us. And it made me realize society has really conditioned us to think we can't do something because we're told no all the time. It's just part of how it is. We're told, no, you can't have this, or no, you can't do this, or we're even ridiculed or laughed at or even judged because we have a different vision of a dream goal that society doesn't really embrace. And it can be really frustrating. And then we start telling ourselves and believing that we can't. And it's a snowball effect because we tend to limit ourselves and not get out of our own way. So I really, really found this interesting because I notice I do this in little ways, and a lot of it's subconscious. So it kind of is fitting for Mindful Mondays because it's one of those things you have to step back and be mindful as to why you're telling yourself you can't. So in this video, there's going to be three ways of being able to change that mindset, really start getting yourself more mindful as to why you get into this can't mentality. Number one, when you tell yourself you can't do something, ask yourself, have you really tried? Now, there are exceptions, of course, as tiny as I am. There is no way in hell I am going to make the NBA basketball team. And for me, that is quite okay. I'm not interested in that, so I won't do that. But could I get the ball in the hoop? Yeah, absolutely. It will just be in a different way. And how can I do that? Well, I could get on the step stool and hit it through the net, or I could have someone else do it for me. I'll serve the ball to them and they'll do it. There's always a way to do something if you really want it badly enough. If you put your mind to it, you can do it in a different way, approach it from a different angle, and really get myself out of that autopilot can't thinking. Number two, when you tell yourself you can't do something or you can't have something or you can't reach that goal that you really want, don't overwhelm yourself with it. Just start one baby step at a time, but always go in the forward direction. Again, it all comes to if you really want it badly enough. If you don't want to do that, it's okay. You don't have to do it. But don't tell yourself you can't do it. Just say, I won't do it and move on to the thing you do want to do, whether you feel you can or not. And when you take that first baby step, whether it's, for example, you think you can't finish a book because you don't have enough time, well, read one page a day. Everybody has 5 minutes to read a page a day. If it's something you want to do, just start off with that. More likely than not, you'll find that you read more of that in one sitting, even if it's not right away, but as time goes on, because you're really enjoying the book. If you don't like the book, pick up another one and start the same process. Basically, when you do it in baby steps, you don't overwhelm yourself and you don't really have a way to tell yourself, oh, I can't do this. And I notice that really works for me. And I notice when I start doing the baby steps, I notice that I make progress and it really encourages me to keep going. Number three, don't listen to everybody else telling you you can't do it. You know what you can do. Deep down, dig deep down inside of yourself and tell yourself you can. Even if you do some affirmations every day, look in the mirror and say, I can do this. I am capable. I have worth. It may sound a little cheesy, but it really, really works. And do affirmations that apply to you. There are so many affirmations out there that sound great, but may not resonate for your energy or what your goals are or what even your belief systems are. Choose ones or create ones that resonate with your empowerment. So I've noticed that I do a few of those. I don't look in the mirror because, to be honest, I always end up laughing and I kind of feel goofy. So that may not be for everybody. But sometimes I'll write down 3 affirmations a day, or I'll repeat to myself in a brief meditation. It may only be a couple of minutes. It doesn't have to be all morning thing. And it really gets me in the mindset of, okay, if I start feeling like I can't do something, I say, okay, why can't I do it? Oh, yeah, I can do it. It may not look in the way I wanted to look or how somebody else did it, but I can still do it. And me personally speaking, I've been through so many surgeries in my life as a kid and as a teenager. I also dealt with a lot of medical things. And even though I'm pretty healthy now, I've learned a lot from those things. I have my own physical limitations, if you will. So I always had to think outside the box and think of a different way to do the things other people can. And they may not even think about it. Everything's on autopilot. For me, I had to be more mindful and think of, okay, how can I do this? Maybe even if it's in a different way than somebody else would do it. And it really helped empower me because I had the support system, of course, and that always helps to surround yourself with people who do support you, regardless if they agree with it or not. It really does help. But you are your best support system. So the more you feed yourself positive affirmations and I can actions and words, you will start getting into that mindset. Because a lot of the time when we tell ourselves we can't, it's usually an autopilot reaction. So instead of being proactive, we react with, oh, I can't do that. It's basically a default setting. So we have to rewire ourselves to get into that I can mentality and that mindset. And when we step away from the lack and scarcity mindset, we start to empower ourselves even more and we start accomplishing things that we never imagined we could. And really, it's all there inside of you. All you have to do is tap into that energy. I hope these tips helped a little bit. Let me know what you do to empower yourself and tell yourself you can when you feel you can't. I hope you guys like this video. Please click like and subscribe. It really helps my channel grow and it will help our community grow as well. So until the next time, to know thyself is to know thy truth. Namaste.